wake-up call for your heart. Picture this. You're sitting at the kitchen table, savoring a warm slice of buttered toast, maybe with a side of crispy bacon, reminiscing about the good old days when meals were hearty and life felt simpler. But what if those comforting foods are quietly betraying you, building up cholesterol in your arteries and putting your heart at risk? For millions of Americans over 50, high cholesterol is a silent threat. Over 93 million adults have elevated levels, according to the CDC, and it's the leading driver of heart disease, claiming over 600,000 lives annually in the U.S. The stakes are high, but so is your power to change. You've lived a rich life, filled with wisdom and resilience. Now it's time to harness that strength to protect your heart. In this guide, I'll walk you through the 9 worst foods that spike your cholesterol, the 5 best foods that can lower it by up to 8%, backed by science, and answer the burning question, is olive oil truly better than pork fat? This isn't just about food. It's about reclaiming your vitality, feeling confident in your choices, and embracing the years ahead with joy. Let's dive in and make your heart sing again. Why cholesterol matters. A personal journey to health. Cholesterol. It's a word that might spark fear or confusion, especially as we age. Maybe you've heard it during a doctor's visit, seen it on a lab report, or felt a pang of worry when a loved one mentioned their heart troubles. But cholesterol isn't your enemy. It's a vital part of you. It builds hormones like cortisol to manage stress, testosterone to keep you strong, and vitamin D to brighten your days. It even helps your body digest the foods that bring you comfort. Without cholesterol, life as you know it wouldn't exist. But here's the catch. Too much cholesterol, especially LDL, the bad kind, can silently clog your arteries, raising your risk of heart attacks and strokes. The American Heart Association warns that excess LDL is a key culprit in cardiovascular disease, which steals precious moments with grandkids, morning walks, or quiet evenings with a good book. Yet, your cholesterol levels are as unique as your life story. A 30-year-old marathon runner might thrive with an LDL of 130 milligrams per deciliter, but for someone over 60 with diabetes or a family history of heart disease, that same number could spell danger. As we age, our bodies change, metabolism slows, and health risks creep up. But this isn't a reason to feel defeated. It's a call to action. You've faced countless challenges in life, raising families, building careers, weathering storms. Now, it's time to channel that wisdom into protecting your heart. The beauty of cholesterol management is that it's not one size fits all. By understanding your body and making intentional choices, you can find balance and feel empowered. Imagine the peace of mind knowing you're giving your heart the care it deserves, so you can keep dancing at family gatherings or chasing after your grandkids without worry. Science backs this up. A 2020 study in The Lancet found that lowering LDL cholesterol significantly reduces heart disease risk, especially in older adults. And the best part? You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. Small, meaningful changes in what you eat and how you move can make a big difference. You're not just managing cholesterol, you're reclaiming control, honoring the life you've built, and ensuring you're here for the moments that matter most. Let's explore how diet can be your ally in this journey. The power of diet. You hold the key. For too long, we've been told a half-truth, that diet can't change cholesterol because our livers produce about 70% of it, called endogenous cholesterol. While it's true that your body makes most of its cholesterol, the remaining 30% comes from food, exogenous cholesterol, and that 30% is your superpower. A 2021 study in the Journal of Nutrition showed that dietary changes can lower LDL by up to 20% in some individuals, often enough to reduce or even eliminate the need for medications with side effects like muscle pain or fatigue. For older adults, this is a game changer. Fewer pills mean more energy for the things you love, like gardening, traveling, or simply enjoying a quiet sunrise. Think about it. You've spent decades perfecting recipes, hosting family dinners, and sharing meals that tell stories. Now, you can use that same creativity to craft a diet that protects your heart. Alongside diet, exercise like a brisk 30-minute walk 5 times a week and maintaining a healthy weight can amplify your efforts, according to the National Institutes of Health. These aren't just health tips, they're acts of self-love, ensuring you stay vibrant for the people who cherish you. But why does this matter so much as we age? Because high cholesterol doesn't just affect your heart, it can steal your independence. A heart attack or stroke could mean missing out on milestones, from anniversaries to your grandchild's graduation. By taking control of that 30% through diet, you're not just lowering numbers on a lab report. You're investing in more laughter, more memories, more life. And the best part? You don't have to give up flavor or joy. The foods we'll explore are delicious, satisfying, and packed with nutrients to keep you thriving. Let's start by identifying the foods to avoid, because knowing what to skip is the first step to feeling empowered. The 9 worst foods for your cholesterol. Protect your heart by saying no. As we age, comfort foods like bacon or ice cream can feel like old friends, tied to memories of family breakfasts or summer treats. But some of these foods are quietly harming your heart, loading your body with saturated fats, trans fats, or sodium that spike LDL cholesterol. Here are the 9 culprits to limit, with science-backed reasons why they don't serve you, and your heart deserves better. Bacon. That sizzle in the pan is hard to resist, but 1 ounce of bacon packs 10 grams of fat, mostly saturated, per USDA data. Saturated fats raise LDL, increasing your risk of heart disease. Swap it for lean turkey or avocado for a heart-healthy breakfast. Sour cream and full-fat dairy. A dollop of sour cream on your baked potato feels indulgent, but 1 tablespoon has 3 grams of saturated fat, per USDA. Yellow cheeses like cheddar are just as risky. Opt for Greek yogurt or low-fat options to keep the creamy texture without the harm. Processed meats, sausage, salami. Bologna, these deli favorites are loaded with saturated fats and sodium, up to 800 milligrams per serving, plus nitrates linked to colorectal cancer risk. Per a 2019 International Journal of Cancer study, homemade versions are better, but still high in fat. Choose plant-based proteins instead. Ice cream. A scoop on a hot day feels nostalgic, but 1 cup can have 14 grams of saturated fat, per USDA, and often trans fats, which are worse for cholesterol. Try frozen yogurt or fruit sorbet for a sweet, heart-friendly alternative. Butter. Spreading butter on warm bread is a ritual for many, but 1 tablespoon delivers 7 grams of saturated fat and 100 calories, fueling weight gain and insulin resistance. Olive oil or avocado spread offers the same comfort with heart benefits. Coconut oil. Marketed as a superfood, coconut oil is 90% saturated fat, higher than butter. A 2018 American Heart Association advisory linked it to increased LDL. Use it for skincare, not cooking, and choose olive oil instead. Fatty red meats. A juicy ribeye or fatty brisket may remind you of Sunday barbecues, but a 4-ounce serving has 10 grams of saturated fat, per USDA. Trim the fat or choose lean cuts like sirloin to keep the flavor without the risk. Poultry skin. Chicken is a lean protein, but the skin adds unnecessary saturated fat. Removing it from a drumstick cuts fat by 50%, per USDA. Grill or bake skinless chicken for a heart-healthy meal. Fried foods, French fries. Fried chicken frying soaks foods in oils high in saturated or trans fats. A medium serving of fries has 5 grams of saturated fat, per USDA, and frequent consumption raises heart disease risk, per a 2020 heart study. Bake or air fry for the crunch you love. Saying goodbye to these foods isn't about deprivation, it's about honoring your body's needs. You've earned the right to feel vibrant, and every choice to skip these culprits is a step toward more energy, clearer mornings, and a stronger heart. The 5 best foods to lower cholesterol. Nourish your heart with joy. Now, let's talk about foods that love your heart back. These 5 superstars are packed with fiber, healthy fats, or omega-3s that lower LDL, boost HDL, and make every bite a celebration of health. As you add these to your plate, imagine the energy you'll feel, the confidence of knowing you're protecting your future, and the joy of sharing meals that nourish both body and soul. Beans, lentils, and chickpeas, these humble legumes are fiber powerhouses. A 2014 Canadian Medical Association journal study found that half a cup daily can lower LDL by up to 5%. Blend chickpeas into hummus, toss lentils into soups, or add black beans to salads for a hearty, heart-saving dish. Eggplant. This versatile veggie is rich in soluble fiber, which traps cholesterol in your gut, reducing absorption. A 2020 nutrients study showed eggplant improves lipid profiles. Roast it with olive oil and garlic for a comforting side that feels like a warm hug. Salmon, tuna, and sardines. Cold water fish deliver omega-3 fatty acids, which lower LDL and raise HDL, per a 2022 Journal of the American College of Cardiology study. 2 4-ounce servings weekly can transform your lipid profile. Grill salmon with lemon for a meal that tastes like summer. Chia seeds, flax seeds, and oatmeal. Oats are a cholesterol-lowering champion with beta-glucan fiber that can cut LDL by 8%, per a 2015 American Journal of Clinical Nutrition study. A warm bowl of oatmeal topped with berries is like a cozy blanket for your heart. For diabetics, chia or flax seeds offer similar benefits with fewer carbs. Olive oil. The crown jewel of heart health, extra virgin olive oil is rich in monounsaturated fats that lower LDL and reduce heart attack risk, per the 2019 Circulation Predimed study. Drizzle 1 to 2 tablespoons over salads or veggies daily for flavor and protection. These foods aren't just healthy, they're delicious and versatile, letting you recreate the meals you love with a heart-smart twist. Imagine savoring a bowl of oatmeal with your morning coffee, knowing it's working to keep your heart strong. You're not just eating, you're investing in more time with the people you cherish. Olive oil versus pork fat, debunking the myth with clarity. You've probably heard the nostalgic claim, my grandparents cooked with lard and they lived long, healthy lives. It's a comforting thought, tied to memories of home-cooked meals and simpler times. But let's set the record straight with science and love for your heart. Pork fat, lard, is 40% saturated fat per tablespoon, directly raising LDL cholesterol and heart disease risk, according to the American Heart Association. Olive oil, on the other hand, is rich in monounsaturated fats, which lower LDL and protect against heart attacks, as shown in the landmark Predimed study. The grandparents' argument overlooks a key fact. Life expectancy in 1920 was just 54 years, per CDC data, compared to 78 years today. Many didn't live long enough for cholesterol-related diseases to take hold. Today, you have the chance to live longer and healthier, thanks to better knowledge. Choosing olive oil over lard isn't about abandoning tradition. It's about honoring the life you've built and ensuring you're here for more family dinners, more laughter, more love. Try this. Swap lard for olive oil in your favorite recipes. Sauté veggies in a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil or drizzle it over roasted potatoes. The rich, earthy flavor will remind you of home, but with a heart-healthy twist. Every choice to use olive oil is a small act of courage, a declaration that you're worth it, and so are the years ahead. Your action plan, empowering your heart with confidence. You're not just reading this, you're standing at a crossroads, ready to take charge of your health with the wisdom and strength you've earned over the years. Here's how to start today with practical steps that feel achievable and joyful. Swap smart. Replace butter with olive oil, bacon with beans, and fried foods with baked or grilled options. These swaps keep the flavors you love while protecting your heart. Move with purpose. The American Heart Association recommends 150 minutes of moderate exercise weekly, like a daily 30-minute walk. Picture strolling through your neighborhood, feeling the breeze and knowing you're strengthening your heart. Manage weight with grace. Losing just 5 to 10% of body weight can lower cholesterol significantly, per NIH studies. Focus on nourishing meals with the 5 best foods and let the scale reflect your self-care, not stress. Partner with your doctor. Diet and lifestyle can reduce the need for medications, but always consult your physician. You're not alone in this. Your doctor is your ally in crafting a plan that fits your life. Celebrate small wins. Every time you choose salmon over sausage or oatmeal over ice cream, you're investing in your future. Celebrate these moments. They're proof of your resilience. As an older adult, you've seen the world change and you've adapted with grace. Now, apply that same strength to your health. Imagine the pride you'll feel when your next cholesterol test shows improvement, or the joy of playing with your grandkids without fatigue. You're not just managing cholesterol, you're reclaiming your vitality, proving that age is just a number, and your heart is ready for more adventures. Conclusion: your heart, your legacy. You've built a life full of love, lessons, and memories. Now, it's time to protect the heart that's carried you through it all. By avoiding the 9 worst foods and embracing the 5 best, you're not just lowering cholesterol, you're writing the next chapter of your story with confidence and joy. Picture yourself at your next family gathering, vibrant and strong, sharing stories over a heart-healthy meal you crafted with love. That's the legacy you're building, one of health, resilience, and hope. Start today with one small change. Drizzle olive oil on your salad, enjoy a bowl of oatmeal, or take a walk under the stars. Each step is a gift to yourself and the people who love you. You're not just a number on a lab report. You're a force of wisdom and strength, and your heart deserves to beat strong for years to come. What's your next step? Drop a comment below. Which food are you excited to try, and what part of the world do you call home? If this guide touched your heart, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone you care about. Together, let's spread the gift of health and hope.